Have you ever wondered how to create these kind of KPI visuals in Power BI? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this KPI visual. In order to create these month over month and year over year KPIs, I'm going to use user defined functions so that we can efficiently create the measures. You're going to learn a lot in this video, so stay tuned, watch till end. Let's start the video. So let us first create the measures and the user defined functions required for these KPIs. I have this sales and profit measures here. So this is just the sum of sales and sum of profit. We have this month over month sales percentage, which is like I'm going to create a user defined function for a month over month sales and its conditional formatting, so that if I want to create the month over month and year over year percentage for sales, profit, and any other measures, we can easily create that. So let's first create the user defined function. So for that, let's go to the DAX query view, and here I will say define function. Function name will be percentage change, and parameter we are going to pass is measure. So this is just the measure name, and we can pass the data type. So it will be an expression, since the measure is an expression. And the next parameter we are going to pass is we are going to check if you are going to calculate year over year or month over month. So for that reason, I'm going to add a second parameter, and the data type will be any value. Let's close this. So these are the parameters. Next, I'm going to say equal to, greater than. So after that, we can write our expression of the function. We can copy the expression from here, this month over month sales. I copy this and go to DAX query view, and we'll paste it here. Here, what we are doing is we are creating variables for current year sales, previous year sales, and then we are calculating the percentage change. And then we are doing some formatting, since we don't want to show the negative symbol. That's why we remove the negative symbols from here. And then we are adding the up and down arrow if it is greater than 0 or if it is less than 0. So the arrow can look something like this. And then instead of this sale, we are going to add this measure reference, so that we can use this function for different metrics like sales, profit, COGS, or any other metrics that you have in your dashboard. And it will be easier to create measures for it. Now, I'm going to create the month over month and year over year function in one function itself. For that reason, we are going to add a switch statement. So switch, and we are going to check this text. So this is the input text that we are going to provide. If the input text is MOM, in that case, I'm going to say calculate this expression for previous month sales or previous month profit. If it is YOY, we're going to say calculate this expression, where I'm going to change this to year, and let's close the bracket. If I provide MOM, it will calculate the month over month. And if I provide YOY, it will calculate the year over year percentage. If I click here, update model, add new function, it will update the model and create a function called percentage change. Similarly, we want to create a new function for conditional formatting. If you see here, we have this green and red colors for year over year and month over month. We have to create a function for the conditional formatting also. In the similar fashion, I'm going to just paste it and just change the name to percentage change CF. Everything will be same. Just the return function I'm going to change. Here, we don't need this format as well. If the percentage is greater than 0, we are going to say return green. And if it is less than 0, in that case, let's return red. So this will be our conditional formatting function. Add it here, update model. We have added two functions, percentage change and percentage change CF. Let's use this and create the measures. So now for month over month sales, instead of doing all these things, we will just say, let's calculate month over month sales, and it will be percentage change. Let's add a sales measure, and let's say MOM, close the bracket. This will calculate the month over month sales. And let's calculate the new measure for month over month sales conditional formatting. So for conditional formatting, we can add here this function CF, and the input should be same. Similarly, I'm going to calculate conditional formatting for year over year. So let's Control Shift L and just change YOY, and this will calculate the conditional formatting for year over year sales for YOY sales. So here, just replace this MOM, Control Shift L, YOY. So this will calculate the year over year sales. Now let's use all these measures and create our KPI visuals. To create the KPI visual, let's first insert shape, this rectangle shape, and then let's do some formatting. So let's go to the shape style, and in the shape style, to fill, add white. In the border, let's add gray. And here we can add the rounded corners to maybe 20, and text we don't need anything. Shadow we can add, and glow we can add. So shadow, let's choose a gray color, and glow also we can choose the same color. It's giving a 3D look. Next, we can add a new card visual, and in new card visual, I'm going to add this sales measure. So this sales measure, let's do some formatting. Let's go to the size and style and turn off the background. Now let's go to the cards, and here cards we can turn off the background, turn off the border. Next, let's go to the call out values, and here let's choose 20. And in the font, we can choose semi-bold. And for the labels, we can make it Seja UI semi-bold, and everything's fine. Maybe we can increase this label size to this, and yeah, and we can add it here. Next, we are going to add a line chart. Let's take this line chart, and here we are going to add the month number and sales measure. Here, to show the lines over the year, we'll have to turn off the interaction between the month and the line chart, and it should only filter by the year, because you will be showing the yearly trend in this line chart. So for that reason, click on month and go to format and edit interaction and turn this off to none. Now let's do some formatting. So double click, and I'm going to remove everything like this title, turn this off, sales, values, title, we don't want anything, none of these values, and we are remaining with this. So we can adjust the size accordingly, and we are going to add the shade area to on, and we can change the color to whatever color we like. So from here, we can change the color to any colors, maybe pink, and then we can add it here like this. We can remove the background from the size and style, go to size and style and remove the background so that we can adjust the size accordingly. We can play with the size so that it should match the alignment. Next, we are going to add the month over month and year over year. For that, we'll have to copy this card, and this card, we are going to add this month over month sales. Go to the call out value and make it 12, turn off the label. And then if I make it small, the value is becoming invisible. So to fix this, we'll have to search for padding, and padding we have in cards and in the size style as well. So let's go to the cards, and here we have this padding. Let's make it custom, and then we can make this one as 0 and this one as 0. We can make this padding as well as to 0 and 0. So this will now fix the issue. And now we can go to the color values and make it center lined. Reduce the size, whatever size I prefer. Now let's copy this and paste it just slightly downwards here like this. And here I'm going to add year over year sales, this measure. Now let's add the text. Go to insert and add a shape. I prefer the shapes for the alignment reasons. So let's turn off the fill, turn off the border, and enable the text. For text, I'm going to say MOM, and the font color, let's say black. We can add it here, align it with the values. Let's copy this, paste it to create another. So this one will be year over year. So let's say YOY. Align this and to add the condition formatting to each of these values. So this is Y year over year. So for this text, we are going to add the condition formatting for the year over year what we have created. So I click on this FX and click on this field value, and let's search for condition formatting. So we have condition formatting for year over year, and click on OK. This is fine. Next, let's add the condition formatting here. So here, let's click here, FX field value, and here let's search for CF, and here we have month over month sales. Click on OK. Now what we are going to do next is we are going to select everything and type Ctrl+G. So this will group these visuals, and then it will be easier to move it around, and we'll paste it here. After we are done with this, what we can do is we can group everything. So select like this and then type Ctrl+G. So this will group everything like this. So this is our sales measure. If I change the months, you can see these values are going to change accordingly. Now, if you want to create a similar card visual for profit, what we can do is we can just click here and copy paste. So if you copy paste, we can align it here. So everything will be same. Just you can see this line chart. For that line chart, we'll have to disable the interaction from month. So again, go to format, edit interaction, and turn off this to none. Just replace the sales measures everywhere here to the profit measures, and you will get a visual like this. If you want to connect with me and book a one-to-one call on any Power BI issue, you can book a call on Topmate. Also, if you want to buy Power BI reports along with the dataset and BRD documents, all of these links are provided in the description, so see you there. These are the books that I highly recommend buying that can take your Power BI skills to the next level. These three books can cover almost all the aspects of Power BI, from DAX to Power Query to the overall Power BI dashboarding. You can find the link of these books in the description. Check them out if you want to level up faster. So I hope that you learned something from this video, and if you find my videos useful, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.